innovative content, global audience.
Do it here every Wednesday. It's the Youth Arena Show. We come here every Wednesday to talk about issues, to talk about problems, challenges bordering on the youth in the society. That's what the Youth Arena is all about. My name is Patience OKOSUN, and of course, I am not in the studio alone today. I am here with Mrs.
Ifoma Wanunu is my name.
Mrs. Ifoma, you're welcome to the show today, ma.
Thank you for having me.
Mrs. Ifoma is married and she has 4 kids, 4 children, able children actually. Are you married to 1 or 2 husbands?
1 husband.
Well, of course, I know it's 1 husband in our country, especially Africa. It's just one man.
One wife.
Yes, so guys, you're welcome. Yes, you're welcome to the show today. Last week we discussed about bleaching and enhancement. Of course, we had a doctor in the show and we had a dermatologist that spoke to us about bleaching, youth and bleaching. It's becoming a very, very rampant something, and we had to talk about it, including enhancement, where people get to increase their boobs, increase their butts, increase any parts of their body, and how risky it was. That was the topic we treated last week. Trust me, if you had not watched it, go down there and click on it. You see it. Search for Youth Arena. You see it right there. Click and watch it. Very, very educative. And today we'll be talking about another sensitive and educative topic that is also a problem bordering on the youth. What am I talking about? I'm talking about youth and single parenting. Youth and single parenting. Single parenting is now well, I don't know how to say it, but man, if you observe, it's now like majority of the youth, out there are now comfortable with the fact that they are single parents. With these are the issues we'll be discussing. Why is it becoming rampant? How do people become single parents? What's the challenges they go through? What are the mistakes they make as a single parent? These are some of the questions we'll be tackling today. We'll be analyzing, we'll be discussing, dissecting, even giving our own possible opinion and solutions to these issues. Of course, I have with me a mother in the studio. Do well to call in. The number to call is right there on your screen. If you have a question for our guest today, call in and ask her your question. She's ready to give you a very, very sensitive answer. Well, let's dive in quickly to the topic for today. Mrs. Ifoma, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very
Once
much.
again.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma. So, ma, we're talking about youth and single parenting. What is single parenting?
Single parenting is where a man or a woman single-handedly cater for a child without a spouse or a living-in partner to help in assisting the upbringing of the child.
Okay, yes, ma. So this single parenting, for my research so far, mommy, it affects more on the ladies, more on the women. It tells more on the women. Why? When it comes to a woman, you see they give her this attitude like she's carrying HIV or she's carrying one sort of disease. But when it comes to the man, they think
it's normal.
Okay, the woman is at fault. Why would she even leave her parents? Why would she even leave? Why is it like that?
Because in the society is becoming they are becoming wiser now. If I can say that, they are becoming wiser. Nobody wants to. Women, especially those that feel that they have arrived, they have everything. They'll take take for them to cater for a child. That is why some of them are not even wanting to be under any man who will boss them here and there. They'll say, let me go here, they're comfortable, and also they'll go and adopt if they want to take care of that child. After somebody that'll take care of me even when I'm getting even when I'm down. Yes.
So now you're saying that this is more rampant in the aspect of the women, because some of the women, especially the well-to-do women out there, feel they don't need a man to boss them around, so they just want to get pregnant or adopt a child and train
take care of the child.
But then, mommy, I've had a situation of a case where the parents actually contribute to this. If you ask me, they tell the child that go and get married, you're getting old.
Yes,
bring
that
a man.
I've seen my grandchildren
before. Grandchild. If you know you're not getting married, then go and get pregnant. Just bring my grandchild for me. What do you have to say about this?
That is not really unfair anyway. asking your child to forcing, in short, is forcing her into marriage, which is not advisable. It's not advisable forcing a child into marriage or getting pregnant to for you to see your grandchildren. It's not advisable. I don't advise that.
Okay, yes, mommy. So how do people become single parents?
A lot of factors contribute to that.
Okay.
Some is death.
Yeah,
One of the spouses will just die. Automatically, one will become a single parent. Again, is divorce cases. Divorce cases are becoming too rampant. They cannot tolerate one another anymore. Before you know it, they'll go and file for divorce. They will divorce and stay separately. Another case is in the case of rape. A woman that is raped might not want to. Some doesn't like removing the pregnancy. They will bear the child and become a single parent. And other issues like
domestic
violence, which is becoming too rampant nowadays. They will beat you to hell. So men used to use their wife as punching bags and all that. Even it's not only a man beating a woman. There's one case I read somewhere. The man ran away from home. I went to church and be staying, and he's still shouting that, see her coming, see her coming. The woman is coming to beat me again, even in the church.
I don't really that can beat me.
Yes, of
really.
There are women that can beat a man, so it's vice versa. But it's more of man beating a woman. You know, the woman will not bear it, and she'll just pack her things and leave the marriage.
Okay, so that answers the question as to why is divorce case rampant.
Yes, and also moral values have decayed. We don't have moral values anymore. There is no moral decadence anymore. They feel like in those days, if you have a marital issue and you run to your parents, your father or mother will say, go back to your husband. We'll come there and settle you. Or maybe they will call villagers, that is their kinsmen, to settle them. But nowadays they will feel like, who is it? They'll just run to back court to do it. I'm tired of this man's this issue. I don't want to stay again, and that will cause divorce. Yes, and also another thing is Western life of Westernization.
Okay, it's affecting our African culture.
Yes,
because I know Africans, we are very, very, very careful when it comes to
and respect marriages.
Yes,
but nowadays it's not like that.
I feel like this Western way of life is really affecting our culture here in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay, so mommy, let's talk. We are talking about single parenting today, viewers. If you've been listening so far, mommy has really explained more why is divorce cases rampant. She has talked about divorce parenting, as in single parenting. What is single parenting? How you can become a single parent. She said cases like rape, cases like death actually. And so then the next question, mommy, this is a very, very sensitive one. Of course, we know everything that has advantage has disadvantage. Actually. So what are the challenges? Let's start with the challenges. What are the challenges that single parents go through? If you ask me personally, I think they find it difficult. They over-pamper
the child. They over-pamper the child. They don't want. They feel that child is all they have. They don't want anybody to correct them or correct her. They will just be pampering them and buying all these expensive gadgets that are not supposed to even have. They're not supposed to even have at their age. Imagine a child, a 10-year-old child having iPhone and all those, exposing them to social medias, and they are learning a lot of bad things from there. You know, is a challenge too, and also finances. Having money to cater for that child, school fees, caring and buying other things, and maintaining the house too is a challenge. Sometimes again, if it's in the case of a woman who is working and is a single parent, that time that child needs to is time factor is a problem too. Should not be in the office and at the same time be in the house to take care of the child. And at the end of the day, that child will end up at the mercy of the house help or neighbors who can even mislead that child into something else.
Actually.
Yeah.
And then we also talk about the upbringing of the child. That is
Yes.
what you just spoke about,
Yes.
the upbringing of the child.
Yes.
Well, that's actually a very big challenge for me, because I've heard cases where they say neighbor rape a child of 7 years.
Can you imagine
8 years.
that?
And I
Yes.
think these are things that actually lead to situations like that.
Yes.
A situation where the parent doesn't pay much attention to the child, and then they leave the child at the mercy, just like you say,
Yes.
of the house
House
girl,
help.
the houseboy, or
House
the
boy,
neighbor.
yeah.
This is actually a very big challenge for
Yes.
single parenting. And mommy, I think there's a saying that says just like two hands cannot clap, or how?
One hand
Okay.
cannot clap.
Okay.
One hand cannot clap. Is in the case of where two people are handling, where you have husband and wife catering for family, catering for their children, is even hard. Talk more of when is only
That's
one
one hand.
No, is taking care of
really
all the loads
feel-
on him.
Actually,
yeah.
I really feel for single parents out there.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at
It's
all.
not easy. Like, there are some things that mothers are supposed to tell the child. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
And
Instilling what they call instructions and morals.
Instructions,
Yes, to your children. If two of them are there are certain things that the father will tell the male folk,
child,
and
yes.
while the mother will tell
the
the female
female.
folk. It's not. There are certain things, in short, that a mother, the way she will talk to her girl, is not the same thing.
Especially sex education.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to sex education,
yeah.
it's hard for
a
a
man
father
to open
walk
up to, yes.
the girl child.
Yes.
To tell her when they touch you here. Or
Exactly.
It's hard, but it's
time of menopause and all, time of menstruation and all those stuff. It's woman that has that job to do in the family, I think.
Okay, yes, my mommy, I'm really enjoying this. I think I'm learning a lot from her today.
Thank you.
Well, do well to click on the subscribe button, follow us, and listen carefully, because there's a whole lot to learn. Due to my research out there, I noticed that a lot of youths out there are single parents. Why? Why is it so? I felt like I should bring the topic to the house. In fact, somebody specifically made the request, Pat, bring this topic to the house. I want to learn. I want to know why. And we are here today discussing with Mrs. Ifeoma. She is telling us the challenges, the causes, the reasons why single parenting is becoming a rampant or a norm in the society. So if you have a question you want to ask, this is the best time to call in. The number to call is 081 4124 3067 081 4124 3067. Call in now and tell me what is the challenge, or probably you know of a single parent or a single mother in your area who is doing something wrong and you want to share it, and so people can learn. Actually, call in now. You have the right. This is the best opportunity. This is the best time to call. So, mommy, let's move forward while we wait their call. What are some of the mistakes single parents make?
Okay, the mistakes they make. One is lying to the children or to that child. They don't usually tell the child the true facts. For instance, a mother who or a marriage that the parents are no more staying together. They are separated or they divorced. That child, they are covering that scenario for that child to know, and that will even affect that child when he grows up.
Oh yes, actually I've seen situations like that.
Yeah.
Where the mother gets to tell the child, probably the child gets to a certain stage and asks, "Mommy, where is my daddy? Where is my daddy?" And then you just tell that person that your dad is late. For us, he's still alive.
Yes.
You know, there's nothing hidden under the sun.
That will not be exposed later.
Yes, just maybe someday the truth will definitely come to limelight. And so more of these mistakes is I've seen cases where
women want to remarry.
Yes.
You will not tell your child the situation on ground. And at the end of the day, any man that comes around becomes that child's uncle or brother. But in the case of a woman as well, that child, any man that comes around becomes uncle to her, to him.
That's actually a bad one. If you want to remarry, it's a very, very sensitive area. As a single mother or as a single father, you want to remarry, you should tell the person you're getting married to that I have a child somewhere. I was
Okay.
once married and I'm divorced,
Yes.
or I was raped, or something just
The
happened.
truth.
Just tell the truth. Only the truth can actually
set you
set
free.
you free.
Yeah.
So you just tell the truth as clear and as plain as it is. Do not lie about any other thing. Mommy, I've seen cases of a rape victim. This is actually a rape victim. Now, these are some of the mistakes I think they make. You know, when you're raped, you become bitter.
Yes.
And, especially when you're raped and then you get pregnant in this case. And then when they give birth to this child, they tend to pour out all the
anger, frustration on him or her.
I think
the innocent baby that did not even ask you to bring me to the world. You know, some of them would even, at the end of the day, kill that child after going stress of 9 months pregnancy. When you born that child, you start killing the baby or frustrating or suffocating her.
Pregnancy?
I don't know.
To kill the child at the end of the day. Why keep the pregnancy? Well, this is actually some of the mistakes I feel single parents make. You don't tend to provide much time for your children, and then there is no finance, no support, including emotional support. Yes, emotional support. You don't have emotional support, somebody to share your feelings with, because at some point, some of them, they actually got pregnant out of wedlock. Their parents tend to throw them out of the house.
Abandon them.
It's an embarrassment.
Yes.
And then you just go out there, you feel like the whole world hates you, and you become bitter, you become frustrated, you become angry, and then when you give birth to this child, you pour out all your anger on this child. These are mistakes single parents are making. And then most especially, you over pamper your child. You do not want your neighbor to correct your child. Everything that child does is correct to you,
which is very bad.
Yes, very, very bad. Just like mommy said,
and the Bible says that you expose that child to social media.
Because you want the child to be happy. Child that is just 8 years, 10 years, less than, or so, you already give that child an iPhone. Or something to start going on online to see things
they're not supposed to see.
These are some of
them will even go to, if you leave them, they even practice
those things
they are seeing there, thinking that is real.
Well, I think single parent needs to stand up, wake up, and work on themselves. The fact that a single parent, it might not really be your fault. It might not really be your fault that you're a single mother. It might not be your fault that you're a single father. But then this is life. What is it? Everybody have to move forward. Yes, like I said, we are discussing about single parenting today. Like, I think I've called the number earlier to call 08141243067. Call me. Tell me what's really going on around you. Is there a single mother or a single father who is doing something you do not like? Call in and share. Do you have a question you want to ask our guest in the studio with us? Call in and ask. Of course, she's ever ready to give you an answer to your question. Before we quickly take a break, let me ask our guest this question. Mommy, what are some of the mistakes? Of course, divorce is now a topic, another of the day. People if you just do one or two, they just go to the courts and fight for divorce. Now, what are some of the mistakes youths make before going into marriage?
Okay, the mistakes they make
before going into marriage. Yes.
Some of them are like they do not know what the marriage is all about.
Okay.
They think it's just one funny thing. It's not a funny place. It's not a play. It's not a bed of roses. Anyone that tells you that marriage is sweet from the beginning to the end, tell the person that is a liar. I'm telling you this afternoon that is a lie. If you enter into marriage, there are so many sweetness in it and a side of bitterness too. It's not sweet all through. So they don't even check very well before entering into marriage. It's not something that you rush in and rush out. And again, and again, you should know how you should have. But in the case of men, you should have a steady and maintainable income before getting into marriage. Steady and maintainable income. Just like pouring water in a pot every day. Water in the pot every day. You scoop it. At the end of the day, it will finish if you're not replacing it. If that water finishes, what happens? That is how it is in marriage. If you have a maintainable income and all that, that water will not finish. That your money will not finish because as soon as you're taking it off, you're replenishing it. That's what I'm saying, is that you should get a job. Don't just feel you have money now tomorrow that money can finish. You feel if you have it today, it will stay like that. You have to maintain it. You have to be replacing it. Yes. Another one is loving at first sight.
Okay.
Don't just love at first sight.
Oh, mommy, so you don't believe in love at first sight?
I don't believe in love at first sight.
Okay.
Sometimes that thing, all that glitters is not gold, according to Shakespeare. All that glitters is not gold. You know, you might see it. Sorry to say, all these Yahoo boys now, they have money, they have flashy cars and all those things. Before you know it, you be in love with them because you have seen what they have. You want to go in there. Before you know it, that thing goes off, or the thing that made them to have that money boomerangs. What happened?
What happened?
Crumbles, and you run away. So
okay. So this
is an advice. You have to have time. You have to think. You have to be mature. You have to have matured mind. Yes. You have to have matured mind before getting into marriage.
In the news the other day, mommy, I think I heard a news that said of 18-year-old girl and 20-year-old boy or 21-year-old boy getting married.
Baby married,
people are celebrating them. People are clapping. The question I asked was, are these people do they even know what marriage
is all about?
Yes. Yeah. And it's actually, we need to really ask that question. Yes. I think we have a caller here, mommy. Let's hear what this person has to say. Hello. Good afternoon. Please be audible. Speak up so we can hear you. We cannot hear you clearly. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello. The network is not.
The network is not really too strong.
Not really too sure.
Okay, we'll quickly take a break. After that break, we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us.
Okay. Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtime 7 o'clock.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince Amani.
Ginger, aka Swagga Swagga. My name now is Femi, aka the Music and Taliban.
What up, Nigeria? K to the O to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night. The Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night.
Nigerian Week in London.
The Nigerian Week.
The Nigerian Week. The Nigerian Week.
On the 19th of this beautiful month of May 2023.
May 19th.
May 19, 2023. Let's go get your ticket.
Go get your ticket because we're gonna shut it down.
Ice Prince Amani's in the building.
Get.
Ice Prince.
Yeah.
Ice Prince.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered, to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event, and this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtime 7 o'clock.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince Amani.
Ginger, aka Swagga Swagga. My name now is Femi, aka the Music and Taliban.
What up, Nigeria? K to the O to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night. The Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night.
Nigerian Week in London.
The Nigerian Week.
The Nigerian Week. The Nigerian Week.
On the 19th of this beautiful month of May 2023.
May 19th.
May 19, 2023. Let's go get your ticket.
Go get your ticket because we're gonna shut it down.
Ice Prince Amani's in the building.
Get.
Go get your ticket. If you don't get your tickets, now you sabi.
Okay. I'm back with a flow, no joking. You.
Ice Prince.
Yeah. Ice Prince.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered, to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event, and this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 459-513.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtimes having a.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince Amani.
Ginger, aka Swagga Swagga. But my name now is Femi, aka the Music and Taliban.
What up, Nigeria? K to the O to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night. The Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night.
Nigerian Week in London.
The Nigerian Week.
The Nigerian Week. The Nigerian Week.
On the 19th of this beautiful month of May 2023.
May 19th.
May 19, 2023. Let's go get your ticket.
Go get your ticket because
we're gonna shut it down.
Ice Prince Amani's in the.
Ice Prince.
Yeah. Ice Prince.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtimes having a.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince Amani.
Ginger, aka Swagga Swagga. But my name now is Femi, aka the Music and Taliban.
what up, Nigeria? K to the O to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night. The Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night.
Nigerian Week in London.
The Nigerian Week. The Nigerian Week.
The Nigerian Week.
On the 19th of this beautiful month of May 2023.
May 19th.
May 19, 2023. Let's go get your ticket.
Go get your ticket because
we're gonna shut it down.
Ice Prince Amani's in the building.
Get.
Ice Prince.
Yeah. Ice Prince.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtimes having a.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince Amani.
Ginger, aka Swagga Swagga. But my name now is Femi, aka the Music and Taliban.
What up, Nigeria? K to the O to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night. The Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night.
Nigerian Week in London.
The Nigerian Week. The Nigerian Week.
The Nigerian Week.
On the 19th of this beautiful month of May 2023.
May 19th.
May 19, 2023. Let's go get your ticket.
Go get your ticket because
we're gonna shut it down.
Ice Prince Amani's in the building.
Ice Prince.
Yeah. Ice Prince.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app.
From that very quick break, just before that break, we are discussing about youth and single parenting. And trust me, Mommy has been doing justice to every question I've been throwing here. If you're missing, well, I think you should go back and listen to everything Mommy has been saying. Of course, we have a caller with us here today. Let's hear what he or she has to say. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
This is Pamela calling from Life Camp.
Okay.
Pamela from Life Camp.
Yeah,
You're welcome. How is Life Camp this afternoon?
very good.
Okay. Shoot. What do you have to say, or what's your question to Mommy today?
I have a question to Mommy, and my question is what's the solution to reduce the risk of being a single parent?
Okay.
the solution to reduce the numbers of
Single parenting. Okay. Is that all? Is that all the question you have for mommy today?
This is the first question. The second question is how do a single mom overcome depression?
How do single moms overcome depression? Okay.
The second question
The third question, okay.
Can a single mom child or a single parent child behave like that child that have both parents?
Wow, I think I love this question. Can the child of a single parent behave like the child that has both parents?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I think I love your question so much, Pamela. Mommy will definitely. Is that all, or do you have more?
Yeah, that's all.
That's all. So your first question is how do single mom overcome depression? The second one, what was the second question?
What's the solution?
What was the solution to reduce single parenting? And then can the child of a single parent behave just like the child of both parents? Those are your questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Pamela, just keep watching the show. Definitely, mommy will be doing justice to your questions.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Pamela, for your questions.
Okay. Okay, that's Pamela all the way from Life Camp. I think I love our questions, mommy. Oh yeah, start doing justice. Let's start from where? Where are we starting from?
Anywhere.
Oh yeah,
so which one do you ask me?
I'll ask you, what's the solution? What's the way? Now, single parenting is not something we should be proud of.
Yes.
It should be of both parents. And what's the way now to reduce the single parenting?
Yes. What we do to reduce single parenting is not feeling like the other way. When we answered that question, we said that some of them that feel that they have arrived, they want to have their own child, they will go and adopt, or maybe want a man to want to get pregnant for a man, but doesn't want that man to stay with her. She will just go and have that child and start parenting, taking care of that child by herself because she feels she has money, she has all it takes. And it's not easy. It's not easy at the end of the day.
We cannot say that we don't want successful women in the country.
Yes.
People that take such decisions to just go and adopt a child and you want to single-handedly train that child simply means you're well to do.
You have enough to, yes. It's not an African culture. It's not in our system that a woman will just stay alone or a man will just stay alone. And also this kind of things that are rampant now, gayism and lesbianism, all those stuff, we have to go out of them. Because if you're living with a man and the man finds out that you are a gay or lesbian, what again? He would like you to even leave him or her, so that since you can be alone, you know, that kind of stuff. And if that person they will go and adopt a child and start taking care of, because at the end of the day they want someone to take care of them at their old age. I think that is their reason for going into such things. So in a way to reduce it is having our cultural value online, trying to maintain it, because our cultural value has deteriorated. It has gone gaga. In fact, it's not something that
go back to
African
like
we are. Yes. Behave well, have a good attitude. Yes.
Now, mommy, if you ask me, safe, I get to see people that say cohabiting. That's a lady going to live with a man. You think, these are things that bring about single
parenting. We should reduce it. This Abuja marriage, they call it in quotes.
Yes, Abuja.
Yes, you just move in to live with a man that you don't even know. Before you know it, it result to, because you don't tell me that two of you will live for 1 year, you don't touch each other. It's a lie. Before you know it, pregnancy will result and you start bearing children. And at the end of the day, the man might even throw you away.
Of course,
and you can't throw your child away. Yes. You will have that child. You will manage to take care of that child. Some of them you see them carrying them about, begging for money or using their body to make it. Try to make money. It's not okay.
Yes.
So
okay.
behaving, good attitude, in fact, is what I will say that will reduce it. Good attitude. If you have good attitude, I think it will reduce. It's one of the things that will reduce single parenting.
And they're also talking to the men, the gentlemen out there. You know, one of the causes of single parenting is rape.
The rape, yes, rape case.
These causes, if we can tackle these causes,
yes,
to reduce the rate of
single parenting.
Yes. And then mommy, she also asked a question that how do single mothers overcome depression?
Yes.
No, depression is something that will definitely creep in once you discover you're pregnant without your spouse.
Yes.
And then you get depressed, you start thinking, how do I take care of this child? How will I survive? How do I save myself? So she asked that you should explain to the single mothers out there, single parents out there, how do they overcome depression?
Yes. You will overcome depression by not bottling up. Don't bottle up, because that thing kills. Try to express yourself. Try to interact. Try to mingle with people. Some of them will just be there alone as if the world has ended. Yes, some of them are not the one that caused them to themselves to be into to move into that situation. Some of them, in the case of rape, if a woman is raped and she decides not to terminate that pregnancy, she will bear that child, and you won't throw your child away. You want to take responsibility in caring for that child. So don't blow up. I know it's not easy. The society might be doing be mocking at you or throwing things at you, that as in telling you things that are not supposed to be. Just be yourself, and also be prayerful. Be prayerful.
Okay.
Because there's nothing God cannot do. He will bring you man.
Definitely.
Yes.
So when you want to overcome depression, Pamela, she said you should speak up. Now don't bottle up.
It's not Pamela.
I think the lady
no, I mean it's not Pamela that is the single parent. I think.
But you're asking yes, ma'am. Okay, Pamela and viewers actually single parent out there. Now I think you should just speak up. Now if you see yourself going into depression,
try and mingle up. Don't close door. Don't close it. Don't stay alone. Try and mingle out. Try to make something that will make you happy.
Okay.
Yes.
Now do things that will make you happy.
Yes. Things that are good that will make you happy. Yes, I think it's a way of killing depression and stress, and also frustration.
Okay, actually, mommy. So let's move on to the last question she asked. She said, "Can the child of a single mother behave just like that of both parents?" This is actually a tough one.
It's a tough one.
That made mom beat down.
It is, but
it's a tough one.
Yes, it's a normal child. As far as that child is not deformed, even if he has deformity, that child has come to the world to stay.
Okay.
Even a normal child of both that brought up by both parents, they are being mocked at outside. Talk more of that one.
Okay.
That one, that child can behave well if the woman or man that is in his custody, that's taking care of that child, will teach that child the best way to move to behave. If you teach that child the best way to behave, telling that child is not his fault, and all those things, telling him the truth, and taking care of him, he will not have that.
This child, when they go to school,
that's what I'm saying.
You see,
they tell them a lot of mock at them.
You see their dad coming to pick them from school, others, and then you see their peers making jest of them. That where is your daddy? Or where is your mom? Or, my mom is coming to take me from school and stuff, and then they start feeling like,
I'm telling them that during the weekend, daddy took me out, we went to all these things, places.
These are things that now it makes
start feeling bad.
Their mental stuff actually. Okay, we have a call here. Let's hear what this caller have to say. Hello. Hi, can you hear me? Please speak up. Can you hear me? Yes.
I'm enjoying the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really interesting, but I have a particular question to ask.
Okay, shoot. What's your question?
Okay, why is it that people in the society
please, what's your name?
Single mothers and
wait
to appreciate single fathers? They'll be saying maybe if a guy let's say if a guy is a single father, it means that the lady that gave birth to the child for him is not
responsible.
Like that. But for the ladies, they will say the lady is this or that.
She's loose. Yes.
That wants to marry that lady. Once he find out that the lady have a child, his interest for her will just end. Why? Why is it like that?
Okay, mommy will answer you. Mommy will answer you. What's your name, please?
You're calling for
My
her.
name is Akos. I'm calling from Bayelsa.
Akos from Bayelsa. Okay, no worry. Just keep watching the show. Mommy will definitely answer your question, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, mommy. Are we done with the question of the child mental state? The previous question before the call came
Pamela.
in. Yes, so Pamela. We're done with the child. You said definitely the child of a single mother can behave just exactly the same way.
Not
with the
exactly,
child.
but they can behave depending on what he has heard. His upbringing or her upbringing will make her behave like that. After all, we are the same.
We are all humans.
We are all humans.
Yeah.
So what is it that you're bigger? If it's the way the mother or the father talk to that child, the moral upbringing, the upbringing of that child will make him behave the same way both parents both one that have both parents are behaving. Yes.
Okay, so that's it. It depends. Mommy say the child of a single parent can behave just the same way with the child of both parents, depending on the upbringing, how you brought that child up. And I even think the environment has a huge role to play also. The environment where you bring that child up.
Yes.
Also, because I feel there are some ghetto, let me use that word, ghetto,
yes, where the
next they will want to play on your emotions.
Yes.
They want to play on your emotions and make you feel like you're a bastard.
Yes.
I think people use that word
a lot.
Now when you're in the ghetto or in your environment, people want to tell you you're a bastard. If you're not a bastard, then where's
your mother, where's your father?
Your father? You understand? But then, as a single mother, do not allow those things get into you, and do not allow it affect the way you bring up that child.
Yes.
So moving forward to Akpos, I think Akpos just called all the way from Bayelsa. She said, "Mommy, that why is it that when it's a woman that is a single mother, they always African, let me use the word Nigeria especially, they make it look like she commits wrong. Yeah, she's loose.
Yeah, she's a wayward child, a wayward woman. Yeah.
But when it's a man, they will say, why did the woman even have to leave her family? She's not responsible. They always put the blame
on the
woman. Why? And then the man, they clap for the man. This man is trying. He's the only one taking care of the children. He's the only one taking care of the kids. I want to say breastfeeding. Pardon me. But why is it like that?
It's like in Africa, African male ego. They don't want it to die. You understand? The male. Let me just use this scenario. It's not exactly what she asked, but you will see a man having a married man having a woman in a hotel or maybe in their marital home. You will beg a woman, please forgive me, or they might not even beg. They will just, the thing will just die like that. But if it's in a case of a woman, that woman, either you pack out that day or he will kill you.
That's why they say it's a man's word.
It's a man's word. That's what they said. But I don't believe it.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe the man's word. It's a man's word in the sense that some of them cannot even carry out their duties very well. Why is he? Tell me, how is he a man's word? If you go to families like nowadays, majority of them is women that is under. They are bringing money for that and for that. But at the end of the day, people will see is a man. It's a man that is doing
everything.
It. Yes, it's women that are carrying homes nowadays. So I hail African women. I hail Nigerian women. Kudos to them. They are trying.
Kudos.
They are very, very, very industrious. They are trying. So in the case of humiliating her or stigmatizing her because she got pregnant, that kind of, some of them are not even themselves that caused it.
Okay.
It may be in case of rape or in case of death or in case of abandonment. So men will abandon you and your children, they will elope and go and meet their side chicks, living with them in a hotel or another country, abandoning you there, you're suffering. It's not you that caused that thing. So what you will do is to just package yourself, and move ahead. It's not the end of the world. Just move ahead.
Okay,
So I don't.
Because it's a man's world,
They feel like do anything and they go
feel
free.
it's a man's world. That's why the society puts more blame
on women
when it comes to single parenting. I also think it has to do with our culture, African culture.
Yeah.
They believe women should be
submissive and whatever.
Yes, should be submissive, should be respectful. I think they would cherish. Normally, my mom would tell me back in those days, no, women are loose, women dresses anyhow, women do this, women do that. But then it's not enough reason why every mistake that is being done in a marriage or in a relationship should be
blame on the women. No.
Only. But then these mistakes are mistake actually. We just have to pick ourselves, like mommy say, pack yourself and move on.
Yes, it's not the end of the world.
Okay, guys, you've been watching the youth arena. Here we talk about issues bordering on the youth. It could be marital issues, it could be agricultural issue, economical issue, academical issue, whatever health issue bordering on the youth. That's what we discuss here every Wednesdays. And today, so far so good, I've been talking to Mrs. Ifoma. Yes, so a mother of 4 and a civil servant. She has been doing justice to this topic today. We'll be talking about single parenting, and so far she has answered most questions. What is single parenting? How do people get into single parenting? Challenges single parents face, and then mistakes single parents make, and then mistakes youths make before getting into marriage. And then she also a caller call to ask, how do we even overcome depression? She answered that question, and then she also went further to ask that is it possible for the child of a single parent to behave just the same way the child of both parents would behave? And she had also answered that question. And then finally she answered why are the blames always put on the women whenever a mistake is being done. She has also answered all this question, and from my own end I feel she has done justice to these questions. If you've not been watching, do well to go back, click on this video, watch, and you will be highly educated. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss any part of it. Mommy, so before we call the show a wrap today, what's your advice to youths before we come down to your advice to the single parents out there? What are your advice to youths? Because this show is actually designed for youths. What are your advice to youths out there?
Okay, my advice to youths is let them soft pedal. They are too fast.
Okay.
They are moving into, if you want to go into marriage, you don't think of what you are going into. It's not going into classroom and coming out. It's more than classroom.
Yes, sir.
You have to have patience. Wait for your turn. Your man, your woman will most surely come.
Okay.
And you marry and have a very solid family and live happily ever after.
Yes, so you can live happily ever after.
Yes.
So, what's your advice to single parents out there?
Yeah, like I've said before, it's not the end of the world.
Yes.
I know it's not easy. It might not be your fault, but what I'm advising you is to guard yourself very well and be prayerful. That's much I can say to that.
Thank you very much, so much, ma. You heard it all from mommy. Single parents, most of you feel that once you get pregnant, once your wife or the woman leaves you, or once the man leaves you, your world has come to an end. No, like mommy said, it's not the end of the world. You still have your dream. Most of you have dreams to become lawyer, to become barrister, to become doctors, to become something great in future. And once you just discover you're pregnant, you feel your dreams are shattered, you feel that's the end of the world for you. But no, it is not the end of the world. Like the saying goes, every child is a blessing. Just see that child as a blessing.
Yes.
Once the child comes, pick up yourself again, pursue your dream. You will definitely get there. That's my own advice to all the single parents out there. And for the youth, mommy said, do not be in a hurry. Now, marriage is not a bed of roses. Marriage is not something you jump in, rush in and rush out. It's something you need to really take your time. Do you know this person? Can you spend the rest of it? There are certain basic questions. There are so many questions you should ask yourself and also ask your spouse before you dive into marriage. And then before I call the show a wrap today, let me be giving you some tips. Raising kids alone is not easy. You have no one to support or share your dilemmas and concerns. However, with proper planning and the following tips, it's possible to hack the tax. Now, these are the tips I'll be giving you today. Set up a routine that offers your child a sense of security, a consistent bedtime, wake up time, etc., and meal time with help. We help you achieve this actually, and then take care of yourself to avoid burdening your child with too many negative emotions such as stress, anger, and sadness. Now, I've seen cases once you give birth, and mommy, if you agree with me, I personally, I do have somebody in my environment. She gave birth, she stopped taking care of herself, she stopped dressing up, she stopped making up, she stopped looking good.
As I said, that she package
now,
yourself.
the stress,
Yes,
the stress on her really told on her, but it's not a good way. You should learn how to package yourself despite the whole stress that is coming with this.
Yeah.
And then before we go, even with all the challenges, single parents can bring up successful children. Show your child love, respect, and positivity to ensure that your child strives in life. Now, those are my comments. Those are the comments I'll be leaving you with. If you're a single mother out there, you're a single father out there, you're wondering if your child would ever be successful, if your child will ever behave like that of both parents. Of course, it can. It just depends on how you bring up that child and what you instill in that child. Yeah. It's very, very important.
Yeah.
Now, I would say this is a perfect place to call the show a wrap today, mommy. I hope you've done justice to this show, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
But you have more to tell the youth out there. You're okay with it, man.
Youth, and also you need to work hard to have a steady and maintainable income.
That's what I like it. Steady and maintainable income
before you dabble into marriage.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, ma.
Okay,
viewers, thank you for staying with us. Thank you for calling. If you have any contribution, you have a question you want to ask, you have something you want to chip in, do well to drop it right there in the comment section. We'll read it out. I'll definitely read out your opinion next week on the show, The Youth Arena. You have been watching The Youth Arena. Like I said, my name remains Patience OKOSUN, and I've been in the show with Mrs.
Former one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Do well to share, like, and subscribe to our page. There are lots of entertainment going on here. You wouldn't want to miss any. Bye. See you again next week. Bye. Bye.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtimes 7 o'clock.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince Amani.
Master Ginger, aka Swagga. My name now is Femi, aka the music and Taliban.
What up, Nigeria? Kate to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat night.
Afrobeat night.
Afrobeat night.
Nigerian week in London.
In Nigerian week.